Good evening, and welcome to What's Up Wednesday, episode 177. This is what I'm looking at. It's really a spectacular evening, mid-August 2024. I'm coming at you from outside of Toronto, Ontario, which is a province in Canada, in case you're geography challenged like many Americans. And I'm coming at you live from the Roadtrek rally. It's been an amazing 2 days. We have tomorrow to go. And I see some great people in here already. We're kind of expecting a little loosey-goosey show tonight, which is kind of the way we roll now. And I'm back every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern to do What's Up Wednesday. If we're meeting for the first time, howdy. My name is Scott. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Go Small. That'd be compact travel. Live large. To be in an amazing place like this tonight, it's just been just an honor to be in your ears and eyes. How's my hat? Does it need to go this way or that way? That's a little better. So we're hoping tonight to have a few folks from Roadtrek stop by. We're competing with dinner, barbecue, and the band starts here in about 20 minutes. But behind me is the rally grounds. This is, I should have gone the other way. That way. They have 100 and I think I heard 78 vans here of all vintages of Roadtrek Vans, and they are celebrating 50 years of making camper vans. The founder of the company, Roadtrek, bought a little tiny kind of a hobby business back in 1974, and that blossomed into a force to be reckoned with over the years, and they're celebrating 50 years of building camper vans. They were the first ones really to build camper vans. I am coming off of a Wi-Fi jetpack, the service here, because we're in a provincial park and we're right in the middle of the park. So we're just on the edge of really crappy cellular connection. If you didn't visit any of my lives this week, and we're doing another one in the morning, we'll talk about that in a second. Thank you for your patience, because it's super frustrating. If I go on this side of the lake over there, where kind of the sun is setting, it's blazing 5G, but over here it's just on the edge. So that's the way we roll. Got some fun things to share with you tonight. Let's if you can just give me a in the comments, somebody let me know that it is coming through okay, audio and video quality. I did scale down the video quality, not HD, so we can preserve the stream. Let's say hi to some folks here, and this is our libation tonight. Dylan's right. Oh yeah, this is actually made in Ontario, so this was a gift to me from Roadtrek, and it's really, I've not tasted it yet, so I'm really curious. It's very light in color. It is a rye, single grain, so it'll be a little spicy. And the proof is, wait for it. Well, it says it's 43% alcohol, so it's probably what, 90. And there we can hear the music in the background. But it's 100% Ontario rye. Anyway, that's Libation Life. Let's say hi to some folks, and we always love to do that. Here's Bill and Joe in the house. Good to see you, gentlemen. Hi, hello, Scott. Are you having fun at the rally? Any word in Westphalia on the Ford frame? Yes. Well, Westphalia, I'm not sure. The gentleman will be here. I hope they're going to swing by, and we're going to do a Q&A in the morning from the campsite. So join that and check with them on that. But I did hint here, a Ford chassis in the future. So thank you for asking that. Appreciate that. Here's Sherry in the house. Sherry, we're going to see you in just a couple of weeks. Is it even that far away? Oh my gosh. Marcia's in the house. Good to see you, ma'am. She's a super trooper. Here's Roads of Life. 94 degrees in Texas. $2.89. Gas is really expensive. It's like $1.60 a liter here. So I filled up on the Buffalo side of the border, and now I'm going to be good. I've got a couple-hour drive on Friday to get back to the U.S. So I think I'll be fine. Here's Sherry. Gas prices that way. Here's Roger and Jane in the house. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. $3.90 a gallon. How'd you like to pay $1.60 a liter? There's what, 4 liters in a Roads of Life. Can you do the magic math for us? What's a gallon of gasoline in the Toronto area going for? Speaking of roads of life, Scott, are you thinking of trading Lily in for a Roadtrek? They are really compelling, I must say. And I've learned more about Roadtrek from this visit. I met the co-founder's son. He ran the company for many years, and and the team's commitment to a quality product and to their customers is it is on par with maybe an embassy or a coachman, and in some ways I would say even beyond that, because the camaraderie here is just, it's over the top. The only thing I could even put it forward would be like an embassy or an adventure van get together. Am I thinking about it? I'm always thinking about it. I had some of the guys walk through my van like, well, this is kind of cool. I'm like, that's what everybody says, but nobody's building one. What up? Not even Winnebago. So who knows? Let's see. Sherry said hello. Question for Sherry from Sherry. Are there things in the new Roadtrek models that owners with older classic models wish they would have? Solar, lithium, air conditioning. I don't know. There's some really great ones. Well, here comes this gaggle of geese. Look at this. Holy cow. Go over the lake so we can see it. Nothing like Canadian geese in Canada. So awesome. They hold on to them. One of these vans is the single owner from a 1982 Dodge Ram Roadtrek. It's got shag carpet on the ceiling. It is so cool. I'm going to see if I can do a little tour with them in the morning. They've got me on site, they being Roadtrek, and they've got another camera crew. So the owners are kind of like, you media people, I've had enough. But I've got a couple interviews in the morning, and we got some great content coming out of this. Rob's in the house, Minneapolis. Yeah, Thursday. We're excited to see you, Rob. I need to send you a note. We got JK in the house. Appreciate that. Rochester Hills, Michigan. I'm going to be plowing through Detroit. I'm trying to see if I can scrounge up a quick roundup meet and greet there in the Detroit area. So stay tuned. That'll be on my website probably. So go smalllivelarge.com. Super fancy signage. Let me just, Deborah, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. And Woo regulars. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate it. Let me just make sure everything's coming through okay. Look and sound good. Thank you, Roger and Jane. Appreciate that. There's no way to really test this. Anyway, let's see. Where was I at? Stand by. Trying to get Lily. There's Roger and Jane. Hang tight, folks. Try to get there. Rob, we said hello. There's JK House. Herod in the house. Ma'am, good to see you. Here's Alfred. Denham, good to see you. This is great. Winder, Georgia. And there's Alfred. Been a while since I've been able to join. We've only kind of just returned, so you haven't missed a whole lot, but it's glad to have you here, sir. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. going forward, this is what we're doing. Just a big hangout, chat amongst ourselves. Got a little bit of stuff to share, but that's how we roll here. Hello from home base. Oh my gosh. Ready to hit the road again. Did you just get there? Frisco T, what's up? I needed to comment on your video. And I didn't. I apologize. But the last couple you posted, there were great videos in the interview with the panoramic guys. So great. Here's Endless. These guys are sneaking by. Wenatchee National Forest. Nice. That's a great corner of the world. The Wenatchee Valley, Highway 2, up and over the mountains. Oh my gosh. And let's see, we got David Green in the house. I'll be posting some Chicago area roundups very soon as well. This has been all consuming. David, good to see you. And when you do these things, it's kind of like an RV show. It's 7 to 11. It'd be 0700 to 2300 every day. It seems like. Here's Bobby in the house. There she is. Hi, Scott and everyone. Stephen Bobby here from home base, which is finally now tiny. Woo woo. Good job. They sold their big bricks and sticks and bricks. How you say it? And here's Wilbur. They got two things going. Wilbur, the surprisingly awesome cat dog, says hi, Scott. He is surprisingly awesome. Because he likes to sit in his chair. So great. Speaking of surprisingly awesome, Steve, we're able to put that shiner, moonshine into your cask. We're going to be sipping on that at some point here soon. Maybe it needs to age a little bit more, right? Take off the Great White North. That is great. Here's John and Justin checking in from Ithaca, New York. I'm happy to say, John and Justin, my liver is healed, and tonight will be my first night of bourbon in quite some time. Well, I guess that'll be last week. So, geez. Let's see. Fair's in the house. Great to see you. And here's David. 2010 Versatile Roadtrek Old Guys Rule. Yeah, there's some beauties out here. There's one that has a 300,000 miles on it. It's just incredible. And we actually, and you'll see this video, if you saw the live stream this morning, David, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate that. If you're back here, come say hi to the folks. Okay, let's all say a prayer for the internet gods. Oh, jeez. All right. So let's see. Couple things wanted to share with you. We've got some streaming events. So again, What's Up Wednesday? Those are now every Wednesday. We're going to be streaming from Winnebago Motorhomes, Rockford, Illinois, coming up. That'll be announced date and time soon. Embassy RV, Rover Vans, and then of course the Oshkosh. Hand out of the way, Scott. We'll be doing a stream there and talking to some owners of vans. So you want to keep an eye on my website, which is let's see what's next. Speaking of streaming events, tomorrow morning 9 a.m. we're going to be streaming with Roadtrek staff here. We'll probably be here at the picnic table because over where the vans are, it's even worse reception. So that's how we're going to roll there, 9 a.m. So if you're up and at it, join us 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. And then upcoming guests. This is a great list. We got Roadtrek, Nuvo Vans, Embassy, Coachman RV, Sunshine State RVs, REI. I'm really excited to get these guys nailed down. We're going to be talking about, I don't know, being outdoors in nature. And speaking of outdoorsy, they are an Airbnb style RV rental company. So and they're kind of owned by, in part or in total, by a Storyteller. So we got all these guests coming up. So you don't want to miss a single woo. And what else did I want to say on that? I think that's it. All right. Last little tidbit. So Patreon, if you want to join the community here tomorrow morning, or not tomorrow morning, but on Friday morning, we're going to be having a True Believer Zoom at noon Eastern this Friday. If you're part of that community, you'll be seeing that information probably tonight because I need to get on it. All right. So let's have a toast. What do you say? I'll share some information around Roadtrek that I've learned this week. And yes, Liz, we've got these are my very finest crystal glasses. That's pretty good, actually. Man, got a lot of honey right up front. It's very light. Maybe that's why it's funny that it doesn't say the proof on it. Yum. It's a cool bottle. Look at the bottle. That's pretty cool. That was very cute of them. Apparently people know I like the bourbon. So cheers, everybody. Appreciate you being here. This is great. Nice group tonight. I definitely like that. I needed that. All right, let's see. I saw a question here from Liz. So here's Liz. I missed you so much, Scott. Glad you are back. Can't wait to see more of your videos. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. I missed all of you. And what I was needing the time off. It did its magic, and you're going to see some very different kinds of videos very soon, and a lot of live streams, and a lot of interaction with you all. And I'm totally committed to the cause, and which is get more people experiencing travel. I think it truly, I mean, some of these folks, one guy's almost 90, and he's roaming around with his wife in a Roadtrek that they bought like 1985 or something. It was like 90, whatever it was. I think travel is just a big part of a healthy life that's long and full of curiosity. So can't wait to see more reviews. I can't wait to make more. We're gonna be doing some different things. So I hope you like it. Even thank you, Liz. God love you. Even the video that I'm doing beyond the live events and the van stuff, specifically at Roadtrek, I promised them one long form content video that I'm doing it in a very different manner. I had a huge epiphany last night, saying I just can't. Let's experiment. So that's going to be released probably in another couple weeks. But it's about the people. It's about the places. And the van does take you to those places to meet the people, and that's what the deal is. So, here it is. Roads of Life, our math major. If you're saying it's $1.60 Canadian per liter, then that would be equivalent to four. That's it. In U.S. dollars. Well, that's actually not too bad. I'm not a math major. I lived in a van for 5 years, so I thought it was like $7 a gallon. So actually not too bad. So California's higher. That's great. Here's Van Can Do. When does Roadtrek plan on coming out with their new changes? It's a good question. Let's leave it for the gents when they arrive. If they arrive, they're super busy. There's, if they got 170 some vans, 150, whatever, 170, I think we're going to say, speaking of the devils, here they come. We're getting some Roadtrek questions I can't answer, guys. You guys I'm doing great. Why don't you guys come sit on this side? All right. I've already got the bourbon out. I know, right?
Dude, this is happening.
Whoops, this is happening.
Good view.
So we're I know, right? And so we got so this is Len. Say hi, Len.
Good evening, everybody.
We got it.
Thanks for joining us here tonight.
You've got to share the table, talk loud. And this is a Canada Mike.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm good here. Hey, how you doing? Good to see everybody.
This is great. And then we've got the
beautiful
view
lake
is amazing.
Guelph,
look at
Guelph
that.
Lake, absolutely beautiful.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's called Guelph Lake.
Guelph Lake. Oh, that's how you say it.
Guelph.
So it's Guelph. I didn't even know how to say it, so I just didn't try. It's a lake.
It's a lake. We're next to the lake, and we've got
California Day.
another guest.
All right. We got
here,
Dave. This is a perfect question that Van Can Do has for us. So, and this is California Mike.
California Dave.
I'm sorry, California Dave.
Canada Mike,
I've only had a
California
sip of the bourbon.
How are you?
Great to have you guys here. This is awesome, right?
Yeah. Been a while since we've seen you, Scott. So
it's about 20
thrilled
minutes.
to be back again. No, I mean online.
Oh, online. Yeah, thank you.
Good.
And these guys are really.
Questions. So you do this. Tell me about what you do here. Like this is all night every night.
No, this is What's Up Wednesday.
What's Up Wednesday?
Figure out what night that might be.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah.
and so we have to talk loud.
Yes.
I'm sharing the microphone here. I'm still trying to figure out the audio thing, and we're barely on the edge of reasonable connectivity, so this is great. As the crowd knows, What's Up Wednesday? I do it every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's a topic, it's a guest. I usually pull a question out of the YouTube comments, and I kind of address that from my perspective.
Fantastic.
But what's also great is, so we've got about 40 people in here. They all talk amongst themselves, so it's a big community come together.
Yeah, it's
every
fantastic.
Wednesday.
That's awesome.
Now, because I took a couple months off, we're kind of rebuilding it's one day
Momentum,
7.
getting
So
it going again.
so it's we were really up there close to 150 people a week on the live, and then it kind of grows. So I'm kind of have to re-educate.
You got about
people.
40 people tuning in right now to watch us.
Yep. So this is all our chats.
All van kind of community.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So we go this way.
Fantastic.
It's really, really great. Just a great community. So introduce yourselves, just so people know who you are.
Sure. I'm Len. I'm head of sales for Roadtrek in Westphalia, North America. I've been on Scott's show a few times in the past, so I'm glad you're here joining us tonight.
True statesman.
That's how she goes.
Yes, sir. And you are?
So I'm Mike Williams. They call me AKA Canada Mike, representing, selling Roadtreks about 18, 19 years now. And work for Len and love it. Love the van business. Love Roadtrek, passionate about Roadtrek. And
Hi, folks. Dave Martinez, California Dave, AKA, as Canada Mike will say. And I've been working with Roadtrek since 2016. So I am a Roadtrek enthusiast, passionate about what we're doing, and just very blessed to be out here on such an awesome day.
This is the weather. I mean,
Spectacular.
whatever you paid for it was worth every dime.
Yeah.
So we just so we got a couple questions from the group already. I didn't want to first speak. So some of the simple things I can address.
Yeah.
But and then I had a few things to maybe cover with you guys. So since
Sure.
we got the special guests here, so if you got questions for Roadtrek, super important to put them in the chat here.
Special guests. I like that.
Len McDougal.
I dragged.
Yeah.
Do you guys
yes,
want? Do you guys want
yes,
to toast a
special
bourbon with me?
guests.
This is from
Yeah.
Kylie.
Oh, this is part of
This
What's
is-
Up
this is
Wednesday.
Kylie.
This
So
this
I
is,
brought my finest china,
Port
from
Nice.
Bristol.
I like it.
So
there
this
you
is
go.
so cheers, everybody.
yeah, yeah.
This is my first bourbon.
You better
in a
do the
few
pour.
days. Why don't you do that? I'm going to bring the
Okay.
question up. It's actually pretty good. I'm not. It's surprisingly delicious, which is
Surprisingly
kind of
delicious.
our van friends say.
There you go.
And what I was going to ask you for each What's Up Wednesdays, how do you determine what bourbon that you are going to? Is it a sponsor thing?
You know,
Is it
that's we'd love to have a
I mean,
sponsor.
everybody's got to know.
Here's
It's-
cheer. Let's do cheers first.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's
Cheers.
to What's Up Wednesdays,
Cheers
hanging
to
out
What's
in
Up
Guelph.
Wednesday.
Guelph,
Lakes, Ontario,
Lakes,
Canada.
with all of
Roadtrek
you.
Valley, so
Yeah.
awesome.
We got them
Cheers.
coast to coast tonight, literally.
Thanks for
Yeah.
inviting us, and thanks to the
Thanks for
special
being here,
guest
guys.
comment.
Thanks for
Cheers.
inviting me. This is just somebody said, "Are you
Great.
getting a road trek?" I'm like, it's pretty compelling.
Hey, let's write her up.
After this morning's interview, yeah.
We know somebody.
We know somebody.
Oh yeah, no. After this morning's interview, I think he's sold.
I know it's
Yeah,
pretty
Road
cool.
Trek.
Okay, so some questions from the group here. So Van Can Do wants to know, when does Road Trek plan on coming out with their new changes? Not sure what Van Can Do is referring to, but
Well, I think I can comment on that one. As far as the new changes go, typically every fall in around the end of September, we introduce our dealer body, what our plans are for next year. This year, what are you monkeys up to?
The bourbon. He's drinking the bourbon.
It's the bourbon. So what we plan on doing is showcasing it to our dealers at that time. Our Play Series product will have a makeover in September. The next generation of that particular product we'll see. Other than that, a lot of our energy in the last year at the plant has been spent on process, quality, and new methods of manufacturing, and not so much about new product launches right now. We all know the RV industry is on a recovery from COVID. So we took that energy, rather than building a whole bunch of vans that are just going to clutter the marketplace, we put all the time and energy into improving our processes. So as we go forward, we're going to have a much better product, and I think everybody will appreciate that at the end. So we're pretty excited about that. We'll see a little bit of it this fall and go forward from there.
wow, super well said. And the walkthroughs we did today, you point out some stuff, both of you did, that I really hadn't noticed before. And I'm pretty good at noticing this stuff, like the aluminum edging for, and the fit and finish. I think it's top notch. It's really impressive. So glad to hear that. So there you go. Van Can Do. You guys going to the Super Show in Tampa probably?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You bet. We're Hershey coming even sooner.
How many
We'll be in
years?
Hershey in September.
I just got. Well, how many years you been doing this? How many times you been at the Tampa show?
Over 20 years at the Tampa show, and in the industry over 36 years.
Wow.
No, that's awesome.
I've done a few
That's amazing.
shows.
Yeah.
And these guys too, just the same. I mean, our sales team, we're all put our heads together and we do the best we can
Yeah.
for everybody. Yeah.
Well, Roadtrek, I awarded Roadtrek Best of Show this year and last year.
That's
last
right.
year for the Pivot, and this year for the West Valley.
Valley.
So I think somebody asked about. We don't want to lay secrets out necessarily.
Yeah.
But if you can give us any hints or leaks,
Or leaks.
trans.
Don't talk leaks with recreational vehicles.
Can I
Not
talk?
good.
That's
I'm just
that's
kidding.
actually a good point.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about Westphalia being on a transit. Right now, it's on the Rams, right?
At the present time, our production is on the ProMaster. We built with the 159-inch regular or extended chassis. It was our first version, Westphalia Wave. We'll follow that up with the Westphalia SRT, which is the 159 standard. That'll be debuting this fall. And then where we go forward from there, we got the lid on a few projects that are coming up, but we're definitely going to rattle some chains in the industry in the next year.
That is so
Absolutely.
That is so great. I think there's a couple more questions. So Liz, this is not Roadtrek, but Wingham. I do have some news coming up on that. Stay tuned. We're just in communication with them this last week and this week. So stay tuned. We do have some information. You're familiar with the Wingham that's coming in from Italy?
Just a very little
Very
bit
little
of
bit,
information
yeah.
ourselves.
It's been a long,
Yeah.
long road to
Get it here.
get it here, but
Yeah.
there's some hope there. Let's see. I'm looking for questions, guys, for the. This is great, and Sherry had a good question too. Let's hold on. That's a good. Where is it, Sherry? Yeah, thanks for using the format, because that helps, which is 3 stars, 3 question marks right here. Thank you, Sherry. This is a good one for you guys. So I've talked with a lot of owners, and they're super passionate, but Sherry wants to know, are there things in the new Roadtrek models, like the current lines, that the owners with the older classic models wish they would have?
Well, I think that's a great question. My answer to that one would be a lot of them. I think they'd like to see a little bit of the technology, the longer lasting performance of the lithium batteries. That would be important to them. The higher entry doors going into the side of Pro Masters and Sprinters, so access in and out. But I'm going to be very careful with that community. They're absolutely sacred about their vans. So I might be right, might be wrong. But those are things that when we look at those vans, they were extremely successful. But there are things that have come along, and it's now time to get into a Roadtrek dealer and just see where we've come.
Yeah, I did a video today with Jeff's van, the 2006 160.
Oh, the 210.
The 210.
Yeah.
And then I did the 50th anniversary
Chase
50. Yeah. And it was like 20 some years of innovation between those vans, and it was obvious that both were fantastic examples of what you guys do.
Absolutely.
How and why. So you'll see that video very soon. If you didn't see the live, check that out. So thank you, Sherry, for that. It's kind of cute to see all the solar panels by the Legacy products.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I've never seen so many solar panels.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here is Sherry's question. Second question. Thank you, Roadtrek, for getting people out and traveling and enjoying their adventures. It's so true. They came from everywhere, North America, right?
All over North America. Yeah.
Somebody said Hawaii. How do
you
get
Hawaii.
Here?
I'm not sure whether they brought the van or they just showed up. I worked all day and got over here after hours. Dave, what do you know about that one?
The people that have traveled, the nostalgic history that's here when you look behind us. I mean, we've got 1982 Homan Park, 1985. We've got the classic Roadtrek enthusiasts with the 210, 170s, 190s are all here and present, and they're loving their Roadtrek still. But that's 20 years later. They're still loving, right? 30, right? And more on some, but still loving the Roadtrek, still quality, fit, finish, and they're still excited and happy to go out and camp in it. And, we have them at shows all the time, as Mike knows, and they're just content as can be with their unit right now. But as Len was saying, come on out and check out some of the new technology. Might be able to get you off the grid a little bit more and have some fun.
A friend of mine's watching. It's like, where did you go?
Thank you for that. Get Schmidt on here. So I interviewed some of the owners today, and you're going to see it as part of the video that we're doing. And one of them is, why do you like traveling in your Roadtrek? I'm happy to say that having your toilet with you always was very long down the list of but the one that was super unique is that his wife and him like to go to fine dining. They like to go, they used Cirque du Soleil as an example, and they have a fancy dinner. They go to Cirque du Soleil, they have more cocktails, and they're camping in the parking lot because they don't want to drink and drive, and that's their use case for their Roadtrek. I'm like, happy hour. I love it. It's so great. Right?
Yeah, Mike would maybe comment on that one. The versatility of the Class B experience, it just goes on forever.
Yeah.
Well, I think we talked about it this morning. It fits in any parking spot. It's like my home going with me, and it's convenient and off the grid. So we have off the grid capability. I use the example of the ball and chain that you currently, I think. Oh no, you don't have a ball and chain in your van because you have lithium technology. So I don't need to be plugged in. I don't need to pay people for power so it's off the grid.
It's really cool stuff.
Home on wheels.
Home on wheels.
I want to say something about the people. The people here are absolutely incredible. Like, there's good stories. I met a guy today. His name is Smokey. Smokey's 89 years old. Didn't want to tell us about why his name was Smokey. Or Stony. No, Stony. Stony. Yeah, Stony. That makes more sense. But he's a musician, been playing music for the last 40 years, and brought his mandolin here. His wife did not want him to get up and sing tonight, but he says, I want to get up and sing a song. So
I think we're still going to try to get him up there.
Just the people we meet are just
cool and people. Everybody's been so nice. And Kylie's comment about everybody, and so many of them have watched me frequently or infrequently. So it's been really, really a blessing. And they're so inclusive. It's just, and the ages of just all over the board. It's
all
just
over the board.
One guy's almost 90, like I mentioned earlier. So this is great. Sorry.
What a beautiful evening.
Yeah,
we should have fishing rods with us.
I know you guys should have. There's the.
Looks like a pretty
it's
fishy
so
right
beautiful.
Have some bourbon. man.
It's pretty good. It's pretty okay. Let's go here.
It is gorgeous.
It's stunning. And I scoped this house last night, and I'm like, this is beautiful. So let's see if there's questions. I got a few for you. So Liz is saying excited about Westphalia. And there's two models. Is that there's a pop top?
There's right now they're in the Westphalia Wave. It's in two versions. One has a skylight that is the standard built model, and then there's an optional pop top. So in the Westphalia, you can sleep 2, 4, or even up to 6 with the pop top. Now, mind you, can only travel with 4. There's seat belts for 4. But if you've got guests coming to meet you at your destination, great. You've got room for 2 more inside that van. You may like that, you may not, but the space is there if you do. So that's very cool. The Westphalia is exciting. It's a grand relaunch of it in North America. It's certainly a different product than the Roadtrek traditional models, the Zions and SS Agiles and things like that. We're probably catering to more active lifestyle customer there, or certainly people who want a lot of sleeping or storage capacity. And then as that brand evolves, as I mentioned earlier, we've got secrets for the future.
It'll be announced here on Go Small Live Large.
At some point, I'm sure it will, Scott.
That's so great. I just love this. Here's Liz. Hello, Canada Mike. What's up?
Hello,
Liz.
Who's that from, Liz? Hey, Liz.
I know. What's up?
Hello to Liz.
Oh, here's a good question.
Shout out to Jocelyn and Ricky too. That's checking this place out or checking us out.
That's cool. Welcome everybody. This is so great. Let's see. We got Roads of Life's got a question here. Does Roadtrek have any vans that don't use propane, lithium battery, and gas chassis only?
We'll let Dave answer that one.
No propane at all?
No propane. We have propane. Our furnace systems operate.
Yeah, I know that's been a concern for some of the folks that want to go through certain tunnels and so on and so forth. Propane's not allowed. Obviously, we're always going to innovate and adapt towards the future. I won't say that that's going to be in the process or out of the process, but it's definitely something that's on the table, just for being able to travel abroad and not have to have one other element to use your accessory. So
they might be thinking, if the question is, do we eliminate propane? We had something like that years ago, which was the Aldi system. There were some imperfections with it, so we just we're not going that way as of yet until we can kink out the imperfections.
You guys are Truma folks with air conditioning and
air conditioning and Truma combi
and
water heater furnace system.
Yeah, and I got to believe they're working on a chassis fuel source for that. I've talked with was it Mark?
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're seeing the commit.
We're always looking. I think Truma's got a few things on the horizon, and it'll be pretty exciting to add different air conditioning systems, that kind of thing that we're all going to want to talk about at that point.
Yeah.
But they've asked us really to, not talk too much about their business until they're on the street.
Yeah,
so
makes total
we
sense.
respect that.
And it's so great that you guys
Always dinner.
use the time to dial in the business. I think that's so smart. A lot of companies, I used to work for Apple, and even in their darkest days, they were dialing in on their business and getting rid of stuff and making the products better. That's kind of a Steve Jobs thing.
Yeah.
And to hear a business continue to operate, but dial in on the business so you're ready for that boost in business. That's really a cool thing to hear.
It's clearly our strategy in that, we're willing to dial it back on the sales volume for right now. Let's get to the production floor. Let's get to R&D. Let's get to materials, all those different departments inside an RV manufacturing facility. Let's refine them. Let's be ready. And at the end of the day, finished product going forward should be exceptional. That's our goal. And I think people are going to see it and appreciate it as soon as now, because what we've done in the last year and a half during the softer spell, it's been time well spent
on the sales floor. No, it's beautiful products. Is this the drone you guys hired? What is this?
No, that is somebody who's just lost and has very little fuel left. So
looking at the lake,
we got a lot of water around.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Anybody be at the Super Show? What year was it? 2021, where Camping World didn't show up, and they had that
banner flying around.
God.
Oh yeah,
it was so annoying.
Yeah, absolutely.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the.
Look at this is the emergency help people. They heard our prices are so low now. They had to come here and help people.
They came for a
We're
drink.
shocked. We're shocked.
It's so great. These guys did it legit. Let's see. Roads of Life, another question. How are we doing time? Good. What brand of lithium battery? Oh, this is a great one. Does Roadtrek use, and what brand of heating and air conditioning systems? So maybe we just kind of talk about, well, I'll let you answer.
Okay, let's start with the lithium battery. We use 2 systems now. It depends on the model. We are using KS2, which has been the sort of the backbone of our technology for a number of years now. We continue to do that. And that, as many people who own those systems know, that the battery system has progressed over the years with a number of different versions of that battery system. That continues today. They have to adapt those batteries to changing technology on the other end of the system. That is the interface that consumers use to control lighting, air conditioning, heating, system technology, specs, things like, anything of that nature. So they have to adapt their battery system to be compatible with it. That's one. Another one we use is microgreen. It's a battery system similar to lithium technology. They operate independently with their batteries. There's not necessarily a need for an AGM start battery because the reserve battery to activate that system is inside the lithium module. So that's another system. And we're also looking at other systems for future projects right now. So there's some cool things. I mean, obviously, I'm being very evasive on what's happening at Roadtrek, but from other experiences Roadtrek have had, we have found that, maybe it's better to zip up, build it, deliver it, talk about it, and then deliver it. And we got ourselves, I think sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves and we get people excited and it takes longer. I don't think a lot of consumers understand how long it takes to develop a new product. And sometimes, you get with your tail caught between your legs trying to get those products to the market. So you can tell everybody who's listening in tonight, I'm being cautious that let's take it one step at a time.
So is lithium, and thanks for doing this. So is lithium, I always like to ask folks, is it a fad or is it a trend or even an expectation now?
I'll let Mike answer that one. He's sitting back in the woods here.
Okay, let's ask that question again. What was the question?
I
was listening, but I was waiting for him to answer.
So lithium in a Class B in particular, is that a fad, a trend, or an expectation?
That's a tough question. It's a little bit of all, to be honest with you. So, I mean, everybody asked for lithium. Roadtrek started years ago this off-the-grid capability, and we started this technology of lithium. We're the first company that ever tried to go that way. And then, it just became, they first thought we were crazy, the person that started that. Now it's kind of a brilliant idea. But everybody's going that way, but everybody wants to be off the grid. So lithium's becoming, I'd say, a little bit of an expectation.
At least it's an option.
It's an option. But I will say this.
Hi, guys.
There's a lot of our clientele that are used to, like a lot of these people here are running off generators and don't have lithium. Like I bet you 50% don't have that technology, that are very comfortable with that technology. And if you were to say, well, this is lithium now, they might have a little fear because it's an unknown technology. And of course, there's been lots of trial and error with lithium. So, the advancement of lithium is really happening fast and the reliability is really getting better. There's still kinks and stuff like that, but, we're getting there. So I think, me personally, I love lithium.
It's untethered freedom.
It's untethered freedom. Plus, you can charge them like AGM batteries. Their shelf life is not as long, and every time you cycle it, you lose capacity. So if you're at 100%, you use your batteries and then charge it up again, you'll never get to 100%. You get to like 98%, and then 95%. So next thing you know, if you're using your batteries AGM, you'll find that if you're using it a lot, they don't last a long time. You think it's a problem with the batteries, but no, that's how they're designed. With lithiums, you can charge it 100%, drain it, bring it up to 100%. It just keeps going to 100%. And some of the lithium that we used before, the word was shelf life of 10 years and 50,000 cycles. So the cost of lithium is scary, but the advantages of lithium, in my personal opinion, is worth it. And we're working all the time trying to get better and better and better. It's a competitive market, and I think we do well with lithium. And but nothing's perfect. So that's my answer. What do you think?
We're having some fun today.
California
with it, right?
Dave, yeah.
California Dave and Scott, we're having some fun with that. We're having some lithium talk. I do. I 100% agree. I think that.
Well said.
Yeah, where my greatest concern, especially for some of our buyers that have been around for a long time, their fear of new technology sometime is hard to get them past that. And of course, we all know with lithium, things like skateboards in the news every 6 weeks, somebody's going down the street and they're flaming out because the battery burst on them.
Jesus.
Lithium module.
Look at all the
So
birds.
that's a great fear for a lot of people. But the good news is on Roadtreks, all of our battery systems that contain lithium modules are under the undercarriage of the van in a flame out box. So if there was ever a catastrophic failure of a lithium module, it's contained inside the box. There's no fear of damage to the van or personal injury to anybody. So that's one big plus that Roadtrek has, where we know a lot of our competitors, they put the lithium, they say, inside the van to protect it from the weather and the elements. But our boxes on the outside, on the underside, are protected against catastrophic failure, weather conditions, and it frees up an immense amount of storage space
100%.
inside the van.
100%.
So we're thrilled for the future for lithium. We all know eventually a big lithium box today, 15 years from now, will be a lithium box this big. But for now, we deal with what we have to work with.
And then
we're
the
excited
flux
about it.
capacitors coming soon, though, right?
Yeah.
So you've been doing this a while.
Yeah.
You're pretty versed in vans. So what would you answer in that question? If I asked you the same question, how
Yeah,
you
I would say it's an expectation, at least as an option.
Yeah, good answer.
And I think once people, to your point, Len, I would like to remind people they're driving on 24 gallons of gasoline in an unprotected-ish
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah.
Their whole lives. So nobody even thinks about gasoline, which is highly explosive.
Absolutely.
And by the way, we got 6 gallons of propane right next to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that fear factor is in the younger crowd not even an issue. They've been around it. But there's something, and then there's always the horror story that makes a thing. But I think once people taste the freedom that lithium brings, I couldn't do what I do.
Yeah.
I couldn't do. We were talking about with the one couple going to the Cirque du Soleil. They are street campers like me, and there's no way you could do that with a generator. This gives your
And to give an
position
example, like
away.
our fridges on our lithium, you can run a fridge. I think the hours are about 104 hours on 600 amp hours of lithium
Yeah, that's right. They
without
only draw-
without running everything.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
right.
can get
On DC
104
mode.
hours. So that's just a fridge. That's
I can
a
go
long
5
period of
days
time. So 5 days
on DC
So on
direct current
AGM
load.
batteries, you want to get close.
And
to
I got a
that.
small battery, 9,000 watts.
There you go.
So
Wow, that's pretty good.
that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Even in mine's got a gazillion miles on it, which is pretty crazy. Okay, let's see how we're doing on questions. Roads of Light saying Roadtrek is very impressive. It is. I just there's something about the people here. It's. I was saying this before you guys got here. It feels to me like an adventure van family.
Did you hear the
it's a-
speech from Massey
Oh,
tonight?
of course, that was
powerful.
I had goosebumps.
Actually,
Kylie did a great job.
Yeah.
But that's
Jeff
what he
did a great
put in his
job, yeah.
Speech was he said it so well said,
Yeah.
even in Italian accent.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
very articulate, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. And
I don't know how your camera system's set up here, but if you can just turn that camera to what we're all looking at here right now,
Right there.
and there's no price you can put on that.
Yeah.
And wherever you're sitting right now, why don't you look out your window? Why don't you see what you're doing in your life right now? And all it takes is to get yourself in a Class B motorhome if you're not already there. And you could be right here where we are right now, and nobody bugging you. Maybe Scott's going to want to interview you or
I don't want to
something.
interview,
But that's the life. That's what this is all about. It's not about fancy cabinets and big fridges
Yeah.
and stoves. We can all trade off features in our vehicle. But what you can't trade off is the lifestyle that scene's giving you there right now.
Yeah.
That's what you buy when you buy our motorhomes.
And lithium provides that, so you can be anywhere.
Yeah.
I got
As
goose-
if you're plugged into shore power.
Yeah.
I got goosebumps there.
Oh, I know.
wow.
Pour him another bourbon.
I'm sorry, but
More
I'm
bourbon for
just
less.
simply saying that
No, it's
scene
true.
speaks a
No,
thousand
that was
words.
well said.
Yeah.
That was good. It's true story.
Y'all having fun tonight? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this bug is killing me.
Dave,
Let's
anything
see.
to add there? No, can't add to that.
So this is maybe for you guys. So Van Candu wants to know how's Roadtrek inventory. I'm old school. I need to get in them and test drive them. Not interested in placing an order, then waiting 6 months to a year to receive it.
That's a fantastic question. First thing you need to do is get to a Roadtrek dealer and talk about what your needs are going to be. And I got a hunch they've got something in stock to show you and test drive. I'm going to let Mike talk for a minute about this question because he is an expert on getting customers to test drive vans, get out there, fall in love with what their needs are. That's right there in the dealer's lot. And go ahead, Mike, a little bit on that.
Well, if you're going to test drive a van, first off, I want to warn you, it's like hanging around a barbershop. If you hang around a barbershop, you end up getting your hair cut. So be careful. The second thing I would say is go on to roadtrekinc.com and look up on our dealer locator. You can find the closest dealership to you to see what they have. So if you're looking at the Pivot, you're looking at the Chase, you're looking at the Zion Slumber, it's all the same van, the chassis. So it doesn't have to be the particular model you're looking for, as long as it's the regular length or the long ProMaster chassis that you're kind of interested in, and drive any one of them. But I really like the ProMaster chassis. And I didn't have, when we first started building on those years ago, we built on the Chevy that you might have seen Mr. Hannemeyer brought. I love that van, the Chevy, that's what we were building on. They came out with the ProMaster and I thought, oh no, we're going this way, like the cheap, Dodge. And then my boss said, you're going to have to drive it over a highway called the Coquihalla. It's actually a TV show called the Highway Through Hell. And it's the Coquihalla. It's a mountain in British Columbia. You go 2 hours over the mountain or 5 hours around the mountain. So I got to the top mountain, it was a blizzard and I was in front wheel drive. I couldn't see out the windshield, but I'll be honest with you, I could see 80% out of my windshield. So I had good visibility, and the handling, people were in the ditch, and the handling of the ProMaster in the winter conditions was amazing. So I got the other side. I told the dealer, this is a pretty good van, this ProMaster. Like, I just drove it and I think it's an amazing van. And that's years ago. Now they have the 9-speed transmission, the suspension system, the best turning radius in class. And I'm not just saying that to promote the vans. All these ProMasters, I really like the chassis. So definitely driving.
And they're just really, really simple. And this gasoline, just they're really simple.
Good
And
service anywhere.
good service, yeah.
Just to finish off on that request, waiting 6 months to a year to receive it. I think we're pretty good right now in shape. And as I say, we're back to regular production. Anybody sees something that they like, a model they've test driven to the dealer, might not be the right color or the right options, get with your dealer. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our turnaround time on new model orders for retail sales is pretty good. I'm thinking, depending on the model and the equipment, anywhere from 6 to 14 weeks if you get into a unit that we have to special order the paint, chassis, and that kind of thing. But that's not bad. I mean, it's worth the wait sometimes.
You spent years researching, so what's 6 more
That's
weeks?
right. What's 6 more weeks?
Or just get it done and get it over, and 6 days later you're on the road. That's
That's right. Just the same as
right.
fuel prices. Okay.
I'm waiting for the gas.
You waited your entire life to buy an RV, to hit the road, to live the life.
Right.
And, is 50 cents a gallon. That's it. It's a deal breaker. You're going to completely reinvent your life plan. I hope not. Yeah.
Can I give a fun fact?
Fun fact.
Everybody, so let me do, if you've ever seen a Roadtrek, the new two-tone paint colors and the sage interior, he's very humble, but this is a guy that came up with all these ideas of the interior two-tone paints for personal choice. So I got to give a shout out to old Lemick dude.
Interior decorator.
He's
extraordinaire.
He's got an eye.
Or it's really your wife.
I just think
No, it was him. Shake
The
your
RV
doors. It's crazy what this guy does.
some people would say that the RV is maybe the second largest investment in your life after your home, that kind of thing. And I'm thinking, you spend that kind of money, why not personalize the RV to your tastes, what you like and what you don't like? We give all kinds of options for you to do that, and we encourage people. Don't be shy. Build the van the way you like it.
Yeah.
That's what we
And
want.
some of those little interior mods are, won't likely be built in anyway,
Right.
but you can tweak it just a little bit by putting some of the custom paint on, like you guys did, might save somebody from wrapping their van.
I mean, it's just post replace.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, Scott, I think one of our participants disappeared for a minute there. Maybe we thought he was taking a tinkle in the woods. We weren't sure what he was up to.
What was the question?
No, there was no question.
Oh, sorry.
Comment.
Boxing on you.
Gotta take a tickle.
So this is a great point here. I mean, I never would have believed this until I saw it in real life, the way these things are built and still are built.
Yeah.
And they're really running 10, 15, 20, 1982.
This display here.
They're still camping in the
this
same
week
van.
at this 50th anniversary celebration is an absolute testimonial to the long-term quality and conviction to the product by its owners. People don't walk away from a product that has served them well over the years, or a relationship or anything else.
Yeah.
So these people are in these vans for 30, 40 years. We got to be doing something right. Yeah.
It's so true. Liz, we kind of addressed that already, talking about lithium. So hang tight on that. Here's Russ. Johnson and his wife Jane. Mike walked away again. He's
Oh,
very
no,
he's
right,
very
right.
busy on the Instagram.
No.
Apparently
I was
he's an
getting a call. I might
Instagram.
have to go
Oh.
with the band there. What was the
So this is Russ Johnson. Talk to Mike every the RV Tampa show.
Russ? What's going on, buddy?
They have a
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Well, yeah, as a
We
coachman,
love them. He's great.
we're gonna get you one of these days, Russ. I'll see you in a few months.
So hopefully we're still going live. So we're just at time. So Liz has a question here, gentlemen. Induction cooktop.
Go ahead, Dave.
Usability with battery system, coming back to that lithium battery power. Utilize your motorhome with safety, because safety doesn't take a day off. We take that very seriously, right? I mean, if I can utilize it without creating heat, and having to use another source to use the accessory, it's more efficient. I'm using what I already have in the motorhome. I'm not creating a hot surface. I'm not creating a vapor from the propane inside. Safer, easier to use. No hot surface for little ones when they're walking around. As soon as you take the hot plate off, more efficient, more safe, usability.
Perfect.
Said, sir.
Oh, so, just
You know,
noticing that.
you just see that woman? She
She's
just left
single
here.
woman. I just. Yeah.
She's a single traveler, probably somewhere in her 70s. I got to be careful. I don't get in trouble
Careful,
because
like,
she's
she's
55.
seasoned. That's all.
But she's a seasoned RV traveler, and she's on her way for whatever purpose, but confident, excited for her next destination out there. I wish the camera would have been pointing to her, because some of your viewers might be just like that person.
Yeah.
Male, female, whatever. That's the way to go in life at the end.
Ohio Sharon, we're talking to
I
you.
should say at the end. Not that I have a premonition.
Okay, we'll take one last question here. This is a good one. We're gonna go have a bourbon before the night breaks, so you guys can see. He saw my van today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure you ever seen my van.
I'm going to see it today.
You're gonna see it today.
I got to know what we're trading.
Me and Scott were talking earlier.
Here's
Yeah,
what I can
we'll
do. Scott, what would it take? What would Roadtrek need to have you in a floor plan for you to change? Talk a little about the European vans you toured and what you love about them. I would say Roadtrek is probably the most European flavored interior design wise on the market today in the U.S.
In North America.
North America,
Absolutely.
without a doubt. I think with Rapido buying now, part of the family,
Buying
it's-
Westphalia
and
a
your
number of years
influence
ago.
it's really it's so close. The floor plan for me is the permanent table, which you guys have.
Yeah.
It's the Murphy bed and the bathroom. Now I am super envious of your macerator hose thing we did today, 9-foot hose. That's cool. And I want a real flushing toilet. I don't want the cassette thing. So
Right.
please don't go all cassette.
Right. Don't go all cassette. Yeah.
But for me, it's the Murphy bed. It's the permanent table.
Now, when you mean
and
Murphy bed, what do you mean by that? Like,
I'll show you.
okay.
yeah,
Like
it's-
you
and-
have one in your van,
Yeah,
Murphy bed.
it's-
Okay.
Nobody makes it.
Yeah.
The
And what's
adventure
your-
van guys are just.
What's your
figuring
lifestyle? Like, do you pack bikes and stuff in there? Like,
out.
what's
It's
your
on the
lifestyle?
outside.
Oh, it's
But
on the
you
outside.
can, but you have to
Okay.
kind of unload it.
Yeah, you know, that's
Now you can
okay.
you
You
can
gotta set
raise
up
you can raise you can raise the Murphy bed so you can accommodate the bike under it. But you'll see it. It's I always love bringing the RV guys into my van. They're like, wow, this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and the van gear. So thank you for asking about that. But I just love these guys. I mean, we met 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Kind of by
Yeah. Just by chance, somewhere along the way.
and
did a
we just
quickie
it's
and
yeah.
interview and that kind of thing. And it's evolved from there. And I think we've shared a lot of information with your customers, our customers. And
And
we want to keep it up. I mean, it's great.
100%. I just, to me, it's about not being a horny teenager trying to close a sale.
Yeah.
On the first date.
It's not what we're
It's
here to
about
do.
relationships and doing the right thing for the right reasons for the right people. I mean, right. You guys aren't going to be the low price leader.
Never.
Never. So
It's not our game.
what's the value proposition to bring to the table? And that's
right.
what I'm really excited about.
As I said, I just hope everybody heard earlier the conversation about during post-COVID, as much as we could have tried to crank out a whole bunch of vans and sell them all over the market for next to nothing and be disruptive, what we wanted to do is we turned the wheel, focused on our production assembly process, our engineering process, our materials ordering, and we completely refined everything so that as we go forward, you're getting a much better product. We think our quality's always been stable, but we're not perfect. We do everything the best we can. But going forward of now, I think you guys are all going to like a lot of the things that Roadtrek is doing on both the Roadtrek side and the Westphalia brand side. So hopefully we'll see it the shows, if not the dealerships, this late summer and into the fall, and that's pretty cool.
That's great.
And just be sure, Scott, before we leave this presentation, you flip that camera one more time to what
Hold
we're
on,
all
I gotta
looking
say one
at
thing
now.
before you do.
It's good.
I only just kind of met you. I've seen you, met you a couple times. I just want to tell everybody, this guy, he's actually a good dude. If you haven't met him in person, he's got good energy. You're a good dude. Like, it's really real. He's a real dude.
I'm not
I'm
an
glad
actor.
you're, huh?
I don't act like this on TV.
You're not, no, not an actor. And it ain't the bourbon.
I
It's
know.
really how he is. He's a good dude.
Thank you, Mike.
We're going to see what he's like when he drinks more bourbon.
Yeah, that gives you a
I'll
little
keep you
scary.
posted. Okay, the picture you said?
Why don't we do one more flip?
Oh, I got to go see my buddy.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, one more flip.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Hey.
Here's the sunset. Thanks,
Keep,
guys, for being here. Really appreciate it.
What's your
What's the three? It's like
Three,
a Boy
that's
Scout
it.
right there.
Yeah.
See, that's the three windows.
Do your nostalgia.
The decals.
That's
Len
the decal.
Decals.
You
What's
see
the
three
decal?
And
windows
you got to
in the
get
front
his
of a
famous
Roadtrek?
line. What's
It's
the
a
famous
Roadtrek.
line? Tell me your famous line. What do you tell me every day?
Need the famous
Keep
line.
your
Keep
Be
your,
everything you could be, make a difference, save, shave, behave, and keep your stick on the ice.
That's the one.
That's
All right,
the
see you
Canadian
later.
one. Let's show these people. That's
I
it.
know.
That's
Look
what
at
you're
that.
investing
That
in.
is so beautiful.
And you've waited all your life for that. And we're sitting here in a picnic table next to the lake at a summer
Oh,
rally here. I mean,
hold
it
on.
doesn't get
So,
a whole lot more peaceful.
It's
than
beautiful. So I got one last video to show you guys. I recorded this last night. Where are we? Right here. We'll close out with this. And when this is done, we're done. So we'll see you next Wednesday. We got a lot of stuff in the next few weeks. Here we go.